Hello, my name is Julian, aka Jukimav. Welcome to a new video. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. Today I'm going to be making a video about 420, my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Happy 420 if you celebrate it. If you don't know, 420 is basically a holiday celebrated by people who smoke weed because 420 is associated with weed. I won't get into the whole story, but I happen to have that birthday. I used to be one of those people who smoked weed, and I smoked a lot. I wanted to make a video today to talk about how I'm not one of those people anymore and how interesting it is for me to have made this shift in my life, because for a very long time I had been what they call a stoner, essentially a drug addict. I was addicted to weed and I was smoking way too much, way too often. So essentially the topic of this video is, it's 420, but I quit weed. And happy birthday to me, obviously. In just a few days, I will be officially 5 months sober of everything. No weed, no alcohol, no any drugs or porn or any kind of things like that. Have been completely sober. Just for a little bit of context, one of the main reasons why I ended up making this decision to finally actually quit has been the issues that I've been having in my relationship with my partner. So I have to give credit to her, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing this, making this transformation, and I would probably still be stuck in those cycles of misery. But anyway, so I had been smoking weed very frequently, very heavily since the time from when I was about 15 or 16 to basically when I was around 20. So I'm turning 21 now and I'm sober. There's a lot of glorifying of weed in the culture, especially here in New York, and the hip hop culture and the popular culture. Like, weed is just so popular and it's so glorified. People are so in love with it. And I get it, you know, I was part of that too. And it's also, weed is so accessible. Like, it's so, you can just get it. Like, almost anyone can get it from anywhere, and it's very simple to get it. And there's also the pens, like the dab pens, the wax pens or whatever, that you can like smoke and be discreet inside. So like when I was like 15, I would be like hiding in my room smoking and nobody would even know because it didn't smell or it wasn't smoke or anything, but I was still getting completely messed up. And with all this glorifying of weed, people often undermine the actual negative consequences of weed. Some of those are very apparent to me in my life at this point, because since I've stopped, I've noticed the consequences actually having, you know, there's actual impact on my brain and my functioning and my life. First of all, like, there's definitely a memory issue and like brain damage kind of stuff that I've noticed within myself, and that is very sad to come to terms with. However, I accept these conditions and these challenges, and I'm taking responsibility for doing the best that I can to move forward with my life despite these consequences. Another huge consequence of the weed addiction is basically being stagnant and not growing or making progress in my life for a long time, because anytime I was going to do something, I would just smoke instead, and I wouldn't actually get anything done. I would just be trying to escape. But it's important to understand when it comes to addictions, like what an addiction really is and why it happens in the first place, and to have compassion for the people who are addicted, because it's not like they're criminals or anything like that. Ultimately, it's just a trauma response. People have immense amounts of pain within them that they are struggling to deal with, and they find something that gives them a temporary relief from that pain. So then they become addicted to it because they're constantly seeking that temporary relief, but it can never fully get to the root cause of why they're feeling that way in the first place. And it's an endless cycle of misery and suffering and looking to escape your own feelings. In order to actually stop smoking and quit your addictions, you have to be able to face the pain that you've been running from the whole time, which is very scary and difficult. However, it is the most rewarding and ultimately strength building thing that you can do for yourself. And that's what I've been doing over the last 5 or 6 months, is just really facing my shit and like really owning up to the things that I need to do to be a better person. And I stopped running away from all of my problems. The quitting process was a tough process because there's a lot of withdrawals, there's all these cravings, you feel like you feel like you need it, you know, and all those things were very tough. However, I pushed through it and I believed in myself. I had a mission, I had a purpose. You need to have a purpose behind what you're doing. You need to know that you have this potential to heal and grow and to be such a better version of yourself that it doesn't matter how much you want to smoke or how much you feel like you need it. The desire to be a better person and to be stronger is overpowering the cravings and the desire to smoke. Some of the things that have helped me throughout this process is I started taking therapy, and actually I'll talk about that real quick. So I started taking therapy with BetterHelp, which is an online therapy platform, and I got matched up with a therapist, and she was actually really good, which is great because a lot of times therapists aren't that good and they don't actually help you. But in this case, I find that she is very helpful, which is wonderful. And there's also a lot of classes that they offer on there, which have been helpful throughout this process for me as well. There's plenty of services that are provided there. It's very affordable, online therapy. If you're interested, you can sign up on the link in the description and you can get a free month or something like that, free two weeks free. And yeah, so since I've stopped smoking, I've just been really trying to make changes in my life and in all aspects. So whether it's my physical health, my mental health, my relationships, and financially, spiritually, in all the ways, all across the board, I've been really trying to make progress. And I am making progress more than I ever have before. Another thing that's helped me a lot on this journey has been journaling. Journaling helps me a lot. I journal as often as I can, and I write down everything about what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling about it, and the way that I'm processing things. And I just wanted to say that if you're in a situation where you're currently addicted to whether it's weed or alcohol or any kind of substance or even an activity of any kind that is not healthy for you, I just want to give you the assurance that you can quit and you can move on and you can grow and you can heal. Your higher self is waiting for you to step in and step up for yourself and embody that version and pull yourself out of the hole that you've been digging yourself into. You can do it, I promise you. I think the future of this channel is going to be me making a lot of videos about this kind of stuff, making content about healing, the healing journey, the growth process, and really turning your life around and changing your life, because that's the process that I'm going through. And I really want to share that with you and help you make those same transformations in your own life. If you're interested in seeing some of these healing and growth videos that I'm going to be making, feel free to subscribe so you can see those videos come up in your feed. So as far as this video goes today, that's basically all I had to say. Happy 420, happy birthday to me. I quit, I'm sober, and things are getting better for me, and they can for you too. Until the next video, I wish you all the very best, and I wish you good luck on your healing journeys. Peace out.